So Roony Bardghji, a player that has just been signed by FC Barcelona for 2 million euros, there has been a lot of great news in regards to the player and his performances during the training sessions. It has been stated that Rooney is showing a good level in the first week of training and is almost certain to join the Asia tour. His work and commitment are impressing the coaching staff, who see a player with the quality and potential to make the leap to the first team, though the initial plan was for him to start with Barça Athletic. Barcelona's coaching staff insists they won't rush Rooney's integration into the first team and that he'll only stay if he gets the approval of Hansi Flick, who has been surprised by him during the first week of training. Now, I'm going to be very honest. When I was looking at what Rooney has been doing over the past 2 to 3 years and his experience in first team football, this comes by no surprise. I think that the player is going to end up being too good for Barça Athletic and that he is going to be having some time in the first team. Is it going to come to a point where Roony Bardghji is going to be a first team, first starter and over Lamine Yamal? I don't think so. I think that he's going to add great quality depth towards the attack. He'll be good enough to be on the bench and to see a couple of minutes, maybe around the realm of whatever Fermin Lopez got in the previous season. So around 800 to 1,000 minutes. If we also look at Roony Bardghji's top performances against one of the best teams in Europe, for example, one of them was against Manchester United back on November 8th, 2023, where he scored a 63rd minute goal with Copenhagen trailing 2-3 at that time. Rooney came on the 63rd minute versus Copenhagen and they were trailing 2-3, and then he scored on the 87th minute, scoring the winner. So his impact was immense. It was immediate and electrifying, and his average match rating in that game was an 8.5. There was also another game where he played against Bayern Munich and also against Galatasaray, and even though he did not score nor provide an assist, he came out from those two matches averaging 7.0 in match ratings. There was also another game where he played against, I believe it's called Brøndby or something crazy like that. Like, it's a Copenhagen derby, but it was back on also September 2023. He delivered a late brace. It was amazing. So he has built his reputation and showed that he can come out in big matches. Also averaged a rating of 7.0 to 8.0 in that game. And if you guys still do not know who this player is, he is a right winger, a player who is left-footed. He has very direct dribbling. He's calm inside the box and has big moment instincts. He's often used as an impact sub during senior games, but I do think that if he's given more minutes, he can be much more reliable as a starter in some matches. He also did experience a recent setback. Rooney did suffer a serious knee injury back on April 2024 and sidelined him for almost a whole year. Very similar to what happened with Gavi and Marc Bernal, but when he came back, it did seem like he was going to put that ACL injury away and just continue to move forward and get better. Hence the reason why Barcelona came out and said, we want you back. We were interested in you back in 2023, 2024, and now our interest is going to return and we want to bring you. And it does seem like Deco and Hansi Flick have made the correct choice if he is truly becoming very impressive during the training sessions. So the plan for this player is going to be very clear. Best case scenario, Roony Bardghji breaks through and becomes a world-class player and we only paid 2 million euros for him. Worst case scenario, that he does not end up hitting the top level that we want him to in the first team. Maybe he's just a little underwhelming, but he'll have a great resale value. Either way, it's a low risk, high reward type of move. And Rooney has showcased that he has great ambitions for his own career. He stated that I wish to become the best player in the world and that is what I'm working on towards every day. And he also stated, if you're dreaming, dream big. And I think that, with him being 19 years old, that dream can be alive. You're just going to have to really work hard for it. So speaking about Roony Bardghji, I also want to speak about his brother, Rayan Bardghji, another player that Barcelona is eyeing surprisingly. It's like we're getting a 2-in-1 special. It says here, according to the most reliable reporter right now, Fabrizio Romano, he has stated that Barcelona are now working on signing Rayan Bardghji, Rooney's 15-year-old brother, who is out of contract at FC Copenhagen and turned 16 in November. Several clubs are interested, while Copenhagen are also trying to reach an agreement over a new deal. Now, this one does really excite me because unlike Roony Bardghji, which is his older brother, he plays on the left wing position. So we have Rayan Bardghji on the left wing and we have Roony Bardghji on the right wing position. So they're the complete opposite in terms of where they play on the pitch, but they have the exact same role. This player is right-footed. He's dynamic, very much considered as a Hazard-esque because of his flair, the way that he does dribble, very low center of gravity. The reason why Rayan stands out is because of his lightning fast abilities to sprint, unpredictable dribbling, creative and confident in tight spaces, deadly with his right foot from the left side. He very much does have a Eden Hazard type of style. So with Rayan's contract set to expire very soon, it's going to make him a free transfer opportunity, and Barcelona are going all in on him. It is once again a low risk, high reward type of operation. So speaking about youngsters, now let's move on towards Brazil, because Deco is not stopping there. He wants to go after another youngster and his name is Riquelme Felipe. It states here, according to Roger Torreo, that Deco also named Riquelme Felipe, an 18-year-old winger from Fluminense, as a standout talent. Barcelona has been following him for a year through its South American scouts. His contract ends on March 2026. So let me tell you, this is not the first time Deco has been interested in players in Brazil. These type of moves, and every time they're interested in a Brazilian players, it's either they're going to become really good or really bad. For example, Estevão Williams was a player that Barcelona wanted, but he ended up choosing Chelsea. They also brought in Vitor Roque from Brazil. He came, but he underdelivered, and now he's back at another team. Now they're going after Riquelme Felipe, and here are going to be one of his strengths. He has elite dribbling in tight spaces. He's a creative playmaker with final third IQ that is immense. Versatile attacker with strong finishing, has great tactical intelligence, plus a lot of team first mindset. So he puts his players and his teammates first before anything else. And he currently does have 17 senior appearances with Fluminense at the age of just 18 years old. The reason why Deco loves him is because he is seen as a top South American talent under the age of 20 years old. There's a lot of talents coming out of either Brazil or Argentina. And with his contract expiring on March 2026, this whole timing thing is perfect. And this type of move does follow under the Barca youth strategy that we have under Deco, right? We signed world-class potential before the prices do explode. We use La Masia and Barca Athletic to integrate them smartly and in a very good way, and also build a new identity around technical and intelligent attackers. So by the time they get into the first team, they're already going to know what to do. He's a player that I think dribbles like a magician, right? 77% success rate in dribbling, plays as a right winger, as a left winger, and also as a attacking midfielder. He offers a lot of positional versatility. He's creative, goal aware, strong in tight spaces like we have talked about before. He has the typical number 10 instincts. He has also been named among the Guardian's Next Generation 2024 list of top talents born in 2007. Now he does have a high release clause and has, I would just say, a difficult contract situation. He signed a pro deal back on April 2023, and his contract does not end until March 31st, 2028. Deco has been monitoring the player for over a year, and he came to one conclusion. He fits the Barcelona model. He's young, has elite talent, and technically excellent. And so we'll see how this thing does evolve. I do think that overall, looking at what Deco has been doing, his strategy is very clear. Barcelona used to dominate the youth development game, but over the past 10 to 15 years, because we have relaxed our demands on what La Masia players should be, I can just tell that Deco is trying to strengthen the youth academy and bringing as many youth players as possible from out there in foreign countries and bringing them to La Masia. All of these targets like Roony Bardghji and his brother and Riquelme Felipe, they're all very affordable, although we'll see how Felipe does cost in about a year from right now. But all in all, it does seem like Deco does want to play the low risk, high reward situation, like this game that he is playing. He wants to have his Araujo and Pedri, right? Similar to what Ramon Planes had back in 2019. He brought in Pedri and Araujo for a very cheap price, and now they're monumental players. The same thing is being said about today. And Deco has been trying to do this for a very long time. For example, he missed on Arda Güler to Madrid. He missed on Lucas Bergvall to Spurs. Since those moments there, I think that he has been very aggressive on wanting to bring in talents very early before they do explode. And so that is it. That is going to be wrapping up today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one.